on the desk, with his back towards me. It was a short phone call. Frank said yes 3 times and no twice. Then he put the phone down and sat still and silent. After a minute, he got up and walked back to the corner where I was sitting. "You'll have to excuse me, Samuel," he said abruptly. "There's some urgent work which I must do. Go to Istanbul and make sure that nothing bad happens to Gail." I left the administration building and got into my Chrysler. I sat and thought for a while before looking in the envelope I had in my hand. My conversation with Homer Frank had been a waste of time, but I still had a job to do. And something was wrong about those email messages. Had Frank really received them? Had he lied about them? And who was the friend of Vincent, whose phone call had upset Frank so badly? Finally, I opened the envelope. It contained an American Airlines ticket to New York and a Turkish Airlines ticket from New York to Istanbul. The American Airlines flight was going to leave at 9 o'clock that night. I looked at my watch. It was nearly 5 o'clock. I drove quickly back to my apartment, packed my bag, and took a cab to LA International Airport. Soon I was sitting in the departure lounge, reading Rick's instructions. On arrival at Ataturk Airport, take a cab to the Swiss Hotel. Rooms for the whole movie crew have been booked there. We will all arrive the next day on a direct flight from Buenos Aires. At the Swiss Hotel, contact Julie Grant, the makeup artist, and Steve Tobich from the costume department. They know what to do. The plane tickets are in your name, but your hotel room is booked in the name of Alan Davies. That will be your name in Istanbul. I caught the Turkish Airlines flight in New York, and I enjoyed my first Turkish meal as we flew over the Atlantic. I hadn't visited Europe for 10 years, and this was going to be my first visit to Turkey. I was looking forward to exploring Istanbul, and I read a guidebook during the flight to prepare myself. There were long lines of passengers at the immigration desks when we landed at Ataturk Airport. Several planes must have landed at the same time, and it took me an hour to reach a polite immigration official who quickly put a stamp in my passport. After that bad start, everything got better and better. It was late afternoon, and the weather was very warm. The cab driver who took me to the hotel was friendly, and he pointed out the sights on the way. The Swiss Hotel was amazing. It was a huge building with wonderful views over the Bosphorus, the channel which divides Europe